You go to sleep on time. You clock a full 8 hours in bed, and yet you wake up feeling completely drained. This graph shows your body's cortisol levels, your primary stress hormone, reacting to visual clutter. Every stray object in your bedroom acts as a microstressor, emitting visual data that your brain has to process while you are trying to wind down. Even when your eyes are closed, that lingering awareness keeps your nervous system on high alert. Your brain rates struggle to drop into the low-frequency states required for deep REM sleep, because your environment is signaling that there is still work to be done. Standard productivity advice tells you to grit your teeth and hustle harder, but your biology functions on a different set of rules. Deep rest is the mandatory prerequisite for sharp focus. Japanese intentional living serves as a tactical neurobiological system. By removing environmental stressors, you drop cortisol levels and clear the path for consistent mental clarity. The first trap people fall into is turning their resting space into a work zone. Bringing your laptop, a desk, or your to-do lists into the bedroom blurs the line between recovery and active warfare with your inbox. Then there is the aspirational bookshelf. Stacking 20 unread books on your nightstand induces decision fatigue right as your cognitive resources are at their lowest point in the day. Worse still is guilt equipment. That treadmill sitting in the corner, often buried under clothes, injects a spike of low-level anxiety into your brain right before you go to sleep. The Japanese practice of Kaizen, continuous 1% improvement, is the strategic antidote to this guilt. Move the heavy gear to the living room and commit to a single push-up instead. Stripping away these visual reminders of the hustle allows the brain to shift from a state of guilt-driven exhaustion to one of incremental, actionable progress. The second trap is the cognitive load created by general visual clutter. Knickknacks, loud posters, and messy shelves force your brain to constantly scan your surroundings, preventing true mental quiet. The most common offender is the chair, the pile of semi-clean clothes sitting in the corner. Your brain processes this mess as an open loop or an unfinished task. These unresolved loops run in the background of your mind, creating a steady hum of anxiety that blocks your ability to reach deep neurobiological relaxation. The principle of wabi-sabi finds beauty in simplicity. In the bedroom, this means prioritizing extreme physical quietness to signal to the brain that the day's processing is over. Taking 2 minutes to clear your flat surfaces directly translates to clearing your mind. Physical emptiness is the requirement for eliminating cognitive anxiety. The final trap involves artificial environmental factors that actively hijack your body's natural circadian rhythm. Bright overhead LED lights deceive the brain into a state of daytime alertness. This completely blocks the neurobiological sequence required for a full shutdown. We can apply the framework of Shinrin-yoku, which treats nature as medicine. By replacing harsh LEDs with warm, soft lamps, you mimic natural sunset cues and prime your brain for sleep. The smartphone is the ultimate biological drainer. Keeping it bedside tethers you to endless external stimulation until the very moment you close your eyes. Banish the phone to another room and rely on natural light cues. When your environment stops fighting your biology, you finally allow for the deep physiological recovery required for high performance. This is the end state, a quiet, minimalist sanctuary where the environment is silent and your mind is primed for tomorrow. Reaching this level of recovery does not require you to dramatically overhaul your life or move to Japan. Real transformation is built methodically through tiny, almost invisible improvements made consistently over time. Look around your room right now. Pick just one of the 7 clutter items we've discussed and ruthlessly eliminate it from your bedroom tonight. Subtracting even one environmental stressor triggers the physiological recovery your brain needs to function. It is the first step toward reclaiming the mental clarity that clutter has been stealing from you. Comment below and let me know which item you're removing.